Red Hat Pirates here with a deck profile and guide for OP10 Blue Doflamingo. Before we get into the deck, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments if you like the deck, hate the deck, or what you do differently. Let's get into Blue Dofi. Alright, cameras off. Alright, this is post-ban, so we have no Jinbe. Everybody knows what this leader does. Attach 2 Don to it. When attacking, rest 1 Don, reveal the top card, and if it's a 7 Warlords, you get to play that out as long as the 4 cost or below. So how we are running this, our new spicy techs, is Sables. Sables is legit in the meta. It handles things extremely well, and we're going to get into it. We'll be showing you guys a bunch of plays, but we're running 4 of the Edward Weevils, 2 of our Dracula Mihawk, another just great card in the meta. There's a lot of like really good 7 cost cards. This takes care of them. Sables takes care of them. 4 Peronas, 1 Pudding. This is just kind of for a select few matchups, and we kind of just get to see it off of Perona and kind of organize it. We only need 1. 2 Sanjis. This allows us to play off our Mihawk and get extremely wide. It's a pretty easy to play to pull off as long as you have 2 of each. You typically see them, and you can Perona and Sengoku. You can Sengoku grab this and have these set up. 4 of the 2K Crocs. 4 of the Sengokus, 4 of the Geckos that get 1 out of trash. Obviously, the Sengoku just looks for a 7 Warlords type. This is targetable, so is Sables, which is another reason it's really good here. 4 of the 2K Mihawks, draw 2 trash 2 with Don times 1. 4 of the Trafalgar Law that didn't get banned. This paired with Sables is also insane. And we have a play that we're going to show you. Like, we played a Pluffy, and I'm pretty sure he hates me now. So that match is coming up. That'll be the first one we showcase. We have 2 of the Buggies, 4 of the Blocker Boas. Look at top 3, any order. 4 of the Marshall D Teach. Place 1 card from your hand at the top of your deck. Attach 2 Don to one of your leaders. This is the card that should have got banned. I still think Dofi is extremely strong, and a lot of it's to do with this card. 2 of the Gum Gum Red Rocks. This helps us with the Shanks matchup in particular, and it helps us get Kid off the board if he is on the board. With like Bonnie and stuff. 1 Perfume Femur allows us to close the game out against mainly Teach, or there's a few other decks that have Blocker up. This allows us to get around it. And then 4 of the Sables. This returns 1 character with a cost of 7 or less to the owner's hand, and it has a trigger. You get to activate this card's main effect. This card is really good, especially into Pluffy. Works decently well into Shanks. Works extremely well into RP Luffy. And then you're able to get like the Smoker, the Carrots, and different stuff like that off the board. You will notice I have no Gravity Blades. There is a reason for that. I just think Sables is the better card here at the moment because it allows us to touch 7s. Where Gravity Blade is a 6 or below, we have no way of cost reducing. So we elected to run the Sables instead. It only costs us 4. If we needed to remove 2 things, technically we can remove 2 7s for 1 less Don than what it would be for Gravity Blade. Alright. Up first, we have Pluffy. So we see our Perona. We do see our Mihawk. We see another Perona. So we're going to be able to move the Mihawk into position we want him in. And actually cheat him out because we're on odd curve. So we'll be able to Sanji and a Mihawk right away. So we swing 7 at life. Get out Croc. He'll probably swing back into the Croc. We'll just give him the 2K. We don't want to give him our... I don't think we want to give him our Teach, so... Well, he's going to swing 6 into it, so we were going to give him the 2K anyways. That works. And now we'll be able to push Mihawk back even farther. I don't really like this top, but we're going to keep it. Just because we see all these Sables, and we know the Sables card's going to work really well into Pluffy. So actually, I mean, I kind of like the top, and I kind of don't because we don't have counter. But it's okay. We just got to last a couple turns. Because we'll be cheating out Weevil, and then we won't get to cheat out a body after that. So this next turn, we don't get to cheat nothing out. But then the following turn, we get Sanji into Mihawk, so. And he's going to probably swing into our Croc, and I'm assuming maybe even into our Weevil. If he swings life, we just take. Hopefully we get some counter in life. Okay, and we just have to give him that. Now, if he swings 6 into our Teach, we are going to counter it. and we'll just give him the teach. Or if he swings 6 into our Weevil, I mean. Alright, so he didn't get his ideal play, so we're not going to be able to Sables anything. Oh, we're going to Sables that, and we'll take the shot. So we get to swing into Bond. That's perfect. And then we can just go ahead and Sables that. So he's back to no board, and then we go 7-7. And now anything he plays out, if he plays his Luffy Tar, his ideal play, we just resables it. Actually, I'm sorry, we wouldn't resables it. We would actually Mihawk it. But he played out a 9 cost, so like that was the one thing that he had going for him, was if he could get a 9 cost out. We're still gonna play it out because 2 9Ks on the board is just good. So we'll play it out anyways. But if he would have played out his ideal play, then he would have lost even more tempo. But this is fine. He'll have 9 cost Mom. Anything he plays out other than that, we'll actually use the trigger. Yeah. All right, so that's good for us. The Weevil's fine. If he only swings 5, we can actually counter it with one of the teaches. Alright, he's swinging 7. We'll take. We will definitely take that shot. And then we're just going to Sables that, so he can have that back to his hand. And then we're able to focus on life solely. Now, if he does get blockers down, because we're assuming that we're not going to be able to beat him this turn, I don't think. So we're just going to go ahead and Sables that, and then the following turn, if he gets blockers down, we do have Sable Law. And then we have actually another Law, so we're going to be able to go for game this next turn if he's able to get out of these. Which we're assuming he does, yeah. And then we'll do 10. That way he's had to give his Gum Gum and he just takes. So he'll swing 9 and a 9. We'll counter that. We can use one of the laws, because we know he's not going to go big again and swing into it. So he gets double blockers out, but that's like ideal for us because we can get rid of both of them. And here's where he's mad, because like we just Sabled him again. He actually did get mad and started sending us messages. Because we Sabled him again. Yeah, he wasn't a happy camper. But up next we have Shanks. We did play a couple Shanks matchups. We were winning them. Still, it's not the easiest of matchups, but Sables works decently well into it. If they are running Newgate, you get rid of Newgate. You get rid of Beckman. You can at least push it back to hand, because their ideal turn is going to always be to play out Rayleigh the following turn, or Dragon. Not replay Beckman. So it takes away that 7K swing. He loses a little bit of tempo. All right. So the Hongo isn't the nicest of things, unfortunately. He's gonna hit a stick here, so we're assuming he's probably gonna clear our Weevil because of the Hongo. Yeah, we're not gonna let it though. That was yeah. Actually, I agree. We shouldn't have let it go. So me today agrees with the me here. Because we are able to get more hand anyways, and then we can swing into it, get rid of it, play Sengoku, get another Weevil. That is perfect. And then yep, go ahead and swing into him, and there is a, so now we have our Sanji and our Mihawk. So we have the combo, and we have the teach in hand. We could Sables push, and I think we're considering doing that. Push the Beckman back. Yeah, we do. Just say keep that shit in your hand. And then we'll do that. Play out that. Yep, setting up our following turn. we about messed up. There we go. Because we'll have to draw the croc. So now we'll just bounce our buggy right back to hand. And then we're not going to bounce anything of his, obviously. And then we get to swing 6. And then 6 again. And he is being mean. See, he played Rayleigh. That's his ideal thing. So pushing Beckman back to his hand just takes a little bit of tempo from him. It's pretty nice. Okay, so we are going to be able to get rid of the Yasop without swinging into it. Boom, and then we get to swing 6 at lead. And now we have actual real swings to swing back. We have Red Rock for when he plays this Shanks. It's probably coming down now. That way, so we'll have to counter. We'll counter out of these attacks so we don't go to no life. I counter this one too. Arguably, we may not have had to counter that one, but I think we may have been in an unsafe place if we didn't. So here, probably play Boa, swing 6 lead, and then swing 9-9. We'll start with the 5. Okay, that's not bad either, because this forces him to use his leader ability, and we may be able to get rid of his actual swing. Okay. Is he just going to take this one too is the question. I don't think he would, right? I mean, if he does, we just close for game. All right, so we don't want him to take, we don't want him to go to 0. He actually took that and got rid of it. We didn't want him to go to 0 just in case he had Roger. Because if he had Roger, then we might have been a little messed up. Especially since we didn't have any counter at the time. Alright, so he gets 2 Lucky Roos down. We can actually get rid of 1 Lucky Roo. And then probably makes the most sense to swing, swing that. He gets rid of, obviously, and then we just swing 6, 9, and then 9, and that should do it. It does. Alright. And here we have Bonnie. We go 7. We get the Weevil Mihawk. Weevil Mihawk. We get the Teach Weevil combo. And then we'll just go ahead. We got another Weevil. We'll probably be playing that out, I'm assuming. And we'll probably draw into, what, a 2K. And then draw into Perona. And then we'll have Gecko play if we need one. And we know he's going to rest our thing. So, boom. Cool. He does have the new Tashigi out. We can actually bounce it back to hand. We hit the Sable's trigger. Sable's trigger is really nice. And here, now we do have... We have a Gecko play. I don't know what's in our trash. I'd have to look. Oh, our Teach. Yep. So we grab our Teach back, and then we can Sable's the carrot. And he'll probably have to replay that. Yeah, he does. Replays the carrot. We can actually protect... I don't think we need our Perona anymore. We are setting on a Boa. And now we can just Mihawk the carrot. So it basically, it put him like a whole turn behind with that carrot, and then he loses it anyways. So we got full board. He got no board. Alright. So, let's see, we can play, we might as well play Sengoku out. Sengoku gets us probably Law, and we can bounce back maybe Perona. I mean, there could be arguments made that, or we bounce back Sengoku, and then we could just replay Sengoku. There could have been arguments made as well that we should have just been swinging here, but it's okay. We're trying to make sure we have a good hand because we know when Kid comes down that it could be dangerous. He took all 3 anyways, so that means he definitely has Kid in his hand. So realistically, we made the correct play because we were able to go through, do what our hand was, and he took all the shots anyways. Alright. So here we could... There's no reason to Sables his Tashigi, so we may as well swing... Well, we really want to make sure we kill the Kid, I think. We're mathing to see what he could... I think we just decide just to swing it all into Kid off of Mihawk, and then we'll just swing twice at lead and take 2 cards from him. Because we're not in danger of losing anything. We have a lot of counter. We just need to make sure we clear that. Yeah, we didn't know that he had counter-wise. There's a 2K, 1K. I don't think we should give that. We don't. Alright. So now we can just do the same thing, but we don't have to swing as big. Yeah, and then we can swing 9 at life and possibly end the game. Nope. He does get out, but yeah, he just quits. He was going to lose the following turn. Alright, and here we got RP Luffy. So this does pretty well into RP Luffy. I really, really like the Sables card into RP. So we go 7 lead, 8 lead, get a Boa out immediately. He'll swing 7 into Boa. We'll give him 2K. We'll keep Boa. Boa's a nice swing. And then we get our Weevil. I think we're probably just going to swing, what, 7? Yeah, it should be 7 on Boa. And then we'll be able to swing 8 lead. And there could be arguments that we should have... yeah, we may be better to Law and then replay out Sengoku. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm like... There could be definitely arguments to be made to use Law here instead. And then we go ahead and do that. And Mihawk is a great grab here. Yep. Because he'll be playing Eustace. There's Eustace Kid. So we can't use it this turn, but we will have it in play next turn. We can go Sengoku again. We can bounce back both of those. We're able to go 7 and 7. And then we can still Sengoku. Or Perona. Either one. We elect to Sengoku. We'll take Sables. Yep. Now we have an answer to his thing. And we have a Sables if he has any more. So he's running 2. Okay. So he gets rid of that. He gets rid of that. That's fine. We'll just pop that. And that'll be that turn. And then the next one we can Sables the other one out of here. We're probably going to be taking, I'm assuming 3 shots at life. Yeah, 3 shots at life. He does see his ideal card, Shanks and the Kid combo, but we can just Sables that because we're not in danger of losing. We have a lot of counter. We can Weevil up top. We'll go ahead and swing 9, and then we can Weevil up top. And get the rest. 9-11. Yep. And he didn't have, so we win that. And here we got Bello. So Bello's getting a lot of hype. I think Dofi may still just be better, and Sables works really well into her too. So we get 3 Laws and a Sables. Like, we are like set. And we're able to just bounce that back right away. And just keep our Law out there. So the Sables allows us to not have to worry as much about, hey, we need to pull our Law back so we have another play. Because technically we don't now because we have Sables as well. So that gives us 8 bounce cards. That only costs 4 down. And we can play that out. Actually, we can might as well swing one of the teaches. Yep. Take a card from hand and then use teach ability and swing into it again. and bounce the Karasu. And then we can replay out Sengoku. And if he keeps it, that's fine. Yeah, he keeps it. He keeps it on board. That's okay. It's not even a big deal. We'll just take Boa. So he does get Ivankov. We know we can bounce that. We have a Law. And then he's got a Lindbergh. We can actually get rid of both of them. We can actually get rid of both of them with the same Law. And we probably should. But we didn't. Okay, so we're planning on Sablesing. I don't necessarily... I'm not in love with that at all. There's a big argument to be made there that we should have definitely just bounced our Law back and then had him out sideways right here. I do think that was probably a misplay. It's okay though, because we can get our Law back with Gecko, and then we can use... Yep, we can still Boa here. We can just bottom deck those. Yeah, we're not really worried. Like, we technically don't mind him countering anything. And then we'll just bounce back the Karasu. Yep, replay out that, and then we grab a Sable. So that a Law Sables combo should allow us to pretty much go for game next turn. No matter what blocker he gets down, it'll be irrelevant. Even if he has the 5 cost blocker, because we can Sables it. And if you don't know yet, obviously I love that card. It's so good. So strong. We'll counter. And he's got Karasu. We'll let it go. It's fine. And then we'll just take. And now we just win this turn, because he literally has nothing. He's got 1 card. Yeah, he just quits. Game over. Alright, and that was my deck profile for OP10 Doflamingo. Let me know what you guys think. I think he's probably still the best blue deck in the format, and he is arguably still a tier 1 leader. Maybe tier 2, but he is really strong. Maybe he's like 1.5. It's really strong.